Hi, friends, and welcome to Tuesday Talk. I can't believe it's Tuesday again already. Daylight savings time. It's totally dark out, fun times. So I'm streaming tonight live from Facebook and also YouTube. I'm using StreamYard. And I was considering going on TikTok as well, but I don't know that I can from StreamYard. I'll have to look into that a little bit more because for whatever reason, I'm eligible to go live on TikTok now. So I was going to try that, but we'll see. Anyway, so if you come on here, I always ask first person on to tell me if you can hear me. So I have a couple friends here with me. I'd introduce you, but I really don't know their names. So we're gonna experiment. I'm gonna grab this smaller one. We'll start small and go big. I don't know how this is gonna go. The other ones have fake eyelashes. She doesn't have any. So, if she works out, maybe we'll get her some eyelashes. So these are not styrofoam. A friend of mine gave them to me. They were like Revlon and they were nicer mannequins. They were I think more beauty shop mannequins. So, hey Dar, how you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. um I have a new friend. I have a couple new friends back here. I don't think they're going to become part of the flippin' bunch though. So what I'm going to try to do, okay, cool. So I'm going to show you some pictures, and if anybody, so far it's just you and me, but whenever anybody else comes on, I'll show them as well. But these I found on Pinterest. So that's one of them, and another, and another. So I am going to try to recreate this look and see what happens. um, so, I have to work with, I have all these ornaments here, and they're really pretty pastels. And then I have this stuff. I better plug in this hot glue gun. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. I have these picks over here, different colors of these floral picks. So I have no idea how this is going to go. I've never done it before, never tried it at all, but it's Manequin Mania or madness or something. So I took some of the caps or the hangers off some of these ornaments. So I'm going to get a couple of those out. And I am not sure, but I think my strategy is to start with like the biggest one on top of her head. I don't know. Maybe I should do it in front. If you have any opinions on this subject, feel free to let me know. Now, I'm going to try to use two different glues because this isn't styrofoam, and it might be better if it was because you could poke the, ornament down in there. So I got E6000, but I also have my hot glue gun here too, because the E6000 is going to give it a more permanent hold, but I need it to stick while I'm working on it so that it doesn't fall off. This could be one of those train wrecks. You never know. So just either way, glad you're here with me. I have to wait a minute until the glue gun heats up here. I should have plugged it in here sooner. So I hope everybody's doing good. If you come on, leave a comment. See, there's a couple people. So just say hi and Like I said, I'd introduce you to my new friends, but I don't know their names. Okay, I just got this tube of E6000 and there's a hole in the cap, so not 100% sure. It came with tips, so I guess you're supposed to use that with it. Um, Interesting. Hey, Gretchen, you're cleaner, the carpet cleaner. Okay. Um, so Gretchen, glad you're here. I'm just going to show you real quick what we're trying to do tonight. I have a couple inspirations from Pinterest. I have no idea who these people are that did these, but this is what the goal is. Not 100% confident, I'm going to be honest. So, glue gun's starting to get hot here, so I'm just going to start. And I could put the screen down, but right now I think it's probably best to leave it up. So, who knows, I should maybe get the drill and put a hole in there. Put a hole in her head. Let's hope, Gretchen. Let's hope it's cool. Okay, so I'm wondering if I shouldn't make that flat, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Okay. I'm just going to try to put a generous amount around there and then add some hot glue to it. Make a Christmas head. I mean, I think they're pretty cool looking. I hope I can make this one pretty cool looking. Okay, I'm just starting. Here I go. Gonna have to hold it down here. I did use some hot glue along with the E6000. Gravity is not with me here. Feel like I might need more hot glue. Okay, it's not sticking yet. My glue, I'm gonna try some more. You know, I almost had to run to the store and get another hot glue gun because I could not find my hot glue gun. So at the very last minute, I went out to my van to look. And there it was. Okay, to do. I'm just gonna have to hold this here a few minutes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, of these great big ornaments in here, and the rest are that smaller size. So it might be awkward to just put one big ornament, but I don't know what else to do. Because I have 3 heads. Because 3 heads are better than 1, right? Hot glue doesn't melt the head. No, it's not styrofoam. These are like Revlon mannequins. So they were from like a beauty shop. A friend of mine gave them to me when I had my store downtown, and we used to use them for display for jewelry and stuff. But no, it's not. It's not doing anything right now. The hot glue, that is. It's definitely not helping. As a matter of fact, all the glue just came off. See? So let me keep trying here. My glue wasn't real hot at first. I've seen people do this, but they don't usually put it on top of each other. So I'm gonna try get the rest of this off of here. The thing is, I have such a narrow like surface to do it on. So all right, we're just gonna keep trying. Like I said, when you guys could join me, you never know what you're gonna get. So we're gonna give it the old college try. And if this big one doesn't work, maybe we'll just start with small ones. But I'm gonna give this another try and see what happens. Put the hot glue where the other glue isn't. Maybe that'll help. I don't know if you guys have any hints, helpful hints, let me know. That's why they look so good. Oh, the heads, yeah. Yeah, they're definitely a good quality, like mannequin. Rocky start we're having here. All right, I'm going to abandon this for a moment. So the reason why I wanted to use two different kinds of glue is because so for one thing, like in the coffee shop, it's super hot there. And when you have hot glue, I mean, if it gets hot, it's gonna melt. It because it has in the past. So I have these glittery ones and okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try because never hurts to try. I have these little like nippers. Wow. Okay, that worked. I have E6000 here. So I'd like to use them both so that I have more long lasting hold, but something that will work right away. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I think that other one just might be too big, but I could try. I don't know if I can do the same thing. I feel like these other ones are much smaller and that's gonna work better. All right, so right now that's all we have. Let's just go with the smaller ones then. These are so pretty. Okay, they're plastic, so that's why that came off so easily. I did already take the little wow, this place is going to be a mess. I already took the no, they're plastic. But there was these things on them. They're just little caps and they popped off real easily. So I am going to stick with the two glue combination because, like I said, down at the coffee shop, when I had my shop, my first shop, I had a lady, one of my vendors, that brought wreaths, and she used hot glue. Well, her section was right up by the window, and it got really super hot, and they would just pop off. So hot glue just, it's not a permanent solution, but so that's why I'm using both glues because that way if it gets too hot down there, hopefully they will stay. All right, stay, girl, stay. So I'm gonna try to mix them up then. So these are real pretty ones. Um, okay, we don't have one of these yet. These are just like a real soft pink. I'm gonna keep trying this method. If I had known that would work, I would have done that right from the get-go, but hey, live and learn, right? Okay, and I have all kinds of glue strings, but remember, if you use a hair dryer, they'll disappear. So I'm gonna wait until that's funny using a hair dryer on this mannequin like it's a real hair. Okay, so we have 3 balls on. We're making a little progress. I wish they were the bigger ones. I wish we could use those too. So then they start to repeat, but there is a different kind down here. There's a couple different kinds, so might as well get them all out. And since we're using just the small ones, yeah, I probably do, Gretchen. I probably do. But like I said, they're plastic, so. But yeah, I'm sure it could still pop me in the eye. I forget where I got this. Oh, Ashland, so it would be Michael's. Oh, that's funny. I was just answering that question and you just asked it. It was last year because I have been wanting to do this for the longest time. And I remember picking them up thinking, I'm going to try it. And then they've sat there for like a whole year. Was the way I look nervous. um, we're going to have to experiment with that on a live to do that moderator thing, Gretchen, because I looked it up and I have to do it while we're on a live, but I don't know if I can do it from StreamYard. So, and I don't know whether you have to do it every single time or whether it's a permanent thing. So I have to look into it some more. So hopefully we won't get, what was her name? Lourdes or Lourdes, however you say it, tonight. Offering whatever she was offering, he or she. Okay. So I'm just going to try to keep putting these together, close together. So that's what we've got so far. She does have a pretty face. And her eyeshadow is pink, which is really matches our ornaments here. I'm going to reach down and get another kind. And then I think we're repeating, but I love these. And for them being plastic, they're really beautiful. So if you're just tuning in, I'm going to go back and show you what we're trying to accomplish here. So these ideas came from Pinterest. So those ones, that one shows varying sizes, and so does that one. And so does that one, but we can't help that. So what I can do though is use these little things in there. They look like ornaments, and then these ones also. And then of course we have this stuff too. So I'll just be happy if I can get some more stuff on her. If we can get her head covered, and then we'll work on zhuzhing it. So how's everybody's week going so far? I gotta pull the comments up again. Okay. Sounds good, Gretchen. Well, that one came off really easily. So again, the reason why I'm using is both E6000 and the hot glue is because I don't want to use just hot glue by itself, but I need it to hold right away. And I don't have my giant circular hot glue sticks, so I have to feed it. Good but busy. Your sister's arriving tomorrow. Oh, that's so cool. How long is she staying? And where's she live? They seem to be sticking. I have, here they are. Some more glue sticks here. Thought E6000 was a CA glue, like super glue. No, it is not. It has a dry time for sure. Okay. I'm gonna start varying them a little bit. I'm trying anyway. This place is going to be a mess. That came off really easily, though. And I have glue strings everywhere. I hope I'll have enough E6000 for this project. I have my overhead camera, but I don't think that it'll help us because I don't want to lay it down. I think keeping it standing up is the best course of action here. She lives in Boulder, Colorado. She's only staying through Sunday. Two of us are going to spend a few days in DC for a show. No museum, though. Stupid government. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, there's so many things that are affected. Um, yeah. Well, that's awesome. I had my grandkids today. We were um celebrating my granddaughter's birthday that I kind of missed when I had COVID, and my grandson's football victory. Good, Dar. Glad you're here. And I think I know what you're working on. Your Maker's Challenge. I don't know what I'm doing as far as projects. I'm kind of in the flux of everything. So I got a little bit of glue on her head, which I'm not worried about because this this stuff I think will kind of look like bangs, you know. And I suppose I could start putting some through, but I think I better keep going with the balls. At least she's got a little crown going here. Fun with grandkids, maybe someday for me, but the kid has to move out first. Not necessarily, you know. Okay, I think I'm going to use another one of those shiny. She looks talented balancing balls on her head. Well, let's see, it's 7:23 already. I'll be happy if we get one girl done. I really will. Okay. This is kind of like a perm or something. I feel like we're giving her. Like right now, she has a mohawk. Okay, this is kind of fun. All right. Trying to vary these. I'm also working on. So I have a room upstairs that's a craft room, and I started out using it, but I just don't use it because my husband also has kind of taken it over a little bit for his hobby. So we're just kind of, I've resigned myself to the fact that it's kind of storage up there, but I do my Tuesday talks and our flippin' bunch in the dining room. So I am working on camouflage storage. So tomorrow I have some risers coming and I have to move some tables around. I bought this cube storage thing, and it didn't quite fit under the table, so now I have to rise the table up. It's always something. Okay. Gonna keep going here. Let's get a glittery one. Oh, this one? Oh, that one kind of wanted to take a slide, and I didn't realize it. I don't know if that's the last one I did or not. Only her hairdresser knows for sure. Now I'm showing my age. That's an old commercial. I guess it was for hair dye. So I've sold a couple pieces down at the coffee shop, so I'm happy about that. And I'm putting a couple pieces in a new place. It's in Lilly, Pennsylvania. It's a good sign because that was my maiden name. I make the face every time, don't I? If I had my glasses on, I wouldn't worry so much, but I have my contacts in. But yes, you're absolutely right. I should have protective eyewear. My PPE. When my sister leaves, I'm planning on organizing my multi-purpose room. I was going to research your previous video for the garage. Now I'll have another video. Well, I don't know. I didn't even think of video in this one. Maybe I will. I have a couple videos that I need to put together. Getting sick kind of put me back a little bit. I have to get some things out of that garage. Oh, so I had a tent this summer outside that was gonna, be a partial answer, and it was over the summer. Well, we had a huge, big windstorm. Right now, just adding. So, um, but anyway, the tent ended up like kind of stuck under my neighbor's siding, and so between the two of us, we kind of got it contained into my yard anyway. And then Saturday, Tom and I got it all taken apart. We did so much work. Saturday, no, that was Sunday. We worked on that, but I'll have to share a picture. Oh, thanks, Gretchen. I can't think of which short you mean. But anyway, I'll have to share a picture. I hung one of the first signs that I ever had, because my logo used to be a pickup truck. And there were some people that did some welding, and they made a sign for me. And so I just didn't want it to go to waste. So I took the original name, La Vintage Decor, from the hang down. So I used to have that, and then it said open underneath that. But anyway, hung that, and then a friend of mine gave me some leaded glass windows. So I got the right idea to put them over our garage window. So we did that. I was shocked that he was in support of my wacky idea, both of them. But he was, and he helped me, and he really loves it. So happy about that. She's looking kind of cute. I'm gonna work on the sides and the back a little bit. It's kind of challenging to keep different colors going. um, I will switch the camera a minute so you can see the mess that I have going. So I am going to post a progress photo, which so far means I just cleaned it, but the Maker's Challenge is all about that base. So it's something with a that the base is important too. So I think it's a pedestal table, and it has like the lion feet, and it's pretty beefy. But I want to do a fairy, like a woodlands kind of theme thing. Yeah, I loved my old pickup truck. My logo's been through a few changes. Okay. This will be one of these. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm getting high off of the E6000 here. Okay, where was I going to put that? Guess here. I don't think. I think I was going to try to get more of her hairline, but we'll get there. If this turns out like I think it should, or like I wanted to, I'm going to be impressed. um, like I said, it's hard to keep them mixed up. That wasn't supposed to happen. I just knocked over my. I only have one runaway ornament. Yeah, it's hard to keep them kind of mixed up, but I didn't anticipate how many this was going to use either. So the other ones might not get done this way. It's hard to say. I might be able to use some of the bigger ball ones in the other ones because they're bigger. I don't know. Or maybe I need to get like a medium size for the other ones. But like I said, I really didn't think. I figured like this tube would do one head. I didn't really think it would do all three, but I don't remember how much I paid for these. But that was last year. I think I got them before Christmas. I'm sure they would have been less expensive after Christmas. Kind of like really into the pastel stuff for Christmas this year. What color? What color? I guess one of the solid pink ones. Show you here. Want to go right here with it. If I thought that big one would go anywhere, like in the back of her head, but I just don't see me being able to do it. I don't know. Forget where I was going, but I think here. Definitely going to be a lot of cleanup here. Maybe you could create a kind of base for the bigger ones or cut off their little notches or drill a hole that would let you insert that notch, maybe get more support for the glue area. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Drilling a hole for the bigger ones. She'll have a hole in her head. She'd have a big knot on her forehead if you put one there. Okay, let's see. How's she looking? Oh, I kind of like her asymmetric hairstyle, but I think she needs one here. Let's do a glitter. Like New Year's Eve up in here. We're just popping ornaments. Not that that's what you do on New Year's Eve, pop champagne corks, but here comes my dog like, what's going on? Okay, why did I decide that would be a good one to use? Because it's right next to that pink one. We'll put it here. Very 80s hairstyle. Yeah, the asymmetric, huh? Okay, I'll use one of those frosty green ones where I was gonna go. My dog's in here like, what are you doing? What are you even doing? I know, Gris. He's like under the table. Some of them are like a different kind of plastic and they're not as easy to. Stuff like this scares him. Don't be scared. It's okay. No, you're okay. Go lay down. Lay under the table. Nothing's happening. He's afraid. If you can see him here. He's a rescue dog, so he is afraid of lots of things. I can feel him shaking. Really best to let that glue drip and get it when it's cold. You know, this is all experimental, so we'll learn on this girl and then maybe we can do something a little more extravagant on her friends back there. She's jealous because they have eyelashes and she doesn't. If I'm not mistaken, I think I drilled little holes. I pierced the one's ears because those other ones, those pictures show big earrings. Now she doesn't have much of an earlobe, but if I, bring the whole hairstyle and everything down the whole way, then she won't need them. But Okay, let's see. I think we need, I don't know, about two more there, because once I start with this, and those picks, I can kind of bring this around here. So that'll kind of give her a little bit of bangs. So I'm going to hold off on that and just keep getting her covered. But she does look sort of bald there. We'll get it figured out. This isn't the most action-packed ever, but it's definitely different. You have to say that. So I made some really good cookies, I have to tell you. So there were pumpkin chips, like chocolate chips, only there were pumpkin. And Nestle's has them. And I got those, and then, of course, I have celiac, so I have to use gluten-free stuff. So I had a gluten-free yellow cake mix. And so I took the yellow cake mix, and instead of doing 3 eggs in it, I did 2 eggs. And then also, instead of the oil, I used applesauce. I do that a lot just to cut down on the fat. But glue's coming out here. Anyway, they were super good, because I wasn't sure, whether pumpkin chips would be good or not, but they really are. Okay, so here's how she's looking in the front, and you can look at her, and I'll keep working on the back here. I think we need something. They really are. They really are. Mom liked them, and my grandson liked them, and I like them. So I finally used my silver sneakers and um, went to a local gym and used the pool for my pool workout, because I've been missing that since we closed the pool. So that was something I got in yesterday, and I'm going to be going back tomorrow. I'm going to try to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you. I think she's pretty cute. It's 7:43. I'm going to try to move along here and get. Wait, I was going to say, I wish I had more of these. But we're going to make this work. Yeah, it's mainly, older people, and at least the one day that I was there. It's cool though. They have like 3 different lanes. You can do, like, if you're just walking, then one if you're, doing laps, and then one for walking and laps. So I just get in the one for walking and just do my thing, do my workout. Because they have those weights, that you can use. Oh, there's another one of these. Do to do to do. So, what you working on, Dar? I know you're there, you're working, but I'm curious what you working on. Oh, I put two of the same one beside each other. Oh well. There's only so many colors here. I'm anxious for tomorrow's oh, the dual. I haven't started on that either. The dual duty though. Twice as nice. Is that what you mean? Okay, so she has a few little bald spots in here, but that's okay. We're going to cover that with the garland. I actually had that garland for if I do makers, I will have to use a showgirl. Only one I use surf prep and Craig jig. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you had a surf prep. Surf prep. I'm jealous. Okay. I'm co-hosting that one. And I haven't started mine, but it's not until December on that one. Okay. Turn her around a little bit and work on this side a tad. Oh, there's hot glue strings everywhere. Oh, good. You're doing it too, Gretchen. That's awesome. Okay. I have to hold this one a minute because I don't want it going anywhere. Beauty is really hard work, isn't it? Okay, this one's being difficult. I don't know whether the thing I cut off um, was crooked or what. I haven't started yet because I can't decide on what piece to use. Ah, okay. Okay, why isn't this one sticking? I may have mixed the glues somewhat, so I'm going to take this glue is sticking on my ring. Hoping to make the flippin' bunch bottle challenge. Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's going to be cool. That was a fun one. Okay, let me try this again. Yeah, I think if the two glues like mix, then that's not good. Hey, wish me luck here. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Try holding it down. I think gravity is not being my friend here. Well, I understand, Gretchen, you're gonna have company, so we'll miss you. It's gonna be an interesting subject. Wow, this one just is giving me a hard time. I don't know what else to do but sit here and hold it. It is fighting gravity for sure. It's just like a real straight up and down spot. So far, so good. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. And hey, Suzanne, my cousin's on here. That's awesome. How you doing, girl? Yeah, it's a little different. I'll show you some quick pictures. Um, okay, so this is kind of what we're trying to simulate from Pinterest. Any one of these will do. I have two other girls back here. And I have some big balls that didn't seem to be working. So it's in a great spot though. Well, good. I'm glad. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm gonna put one over here to balance that. We use one of these. So Suzanne, looks like you had an amazing vacation. And now you're in the cold, dark daylight savings time that you love so much. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with that one and hold it sideways. Feel like I have to be quiet whenever I'm holding it. This one seems to be, it's the gravity thing, so that one seems to be sticking better. I so want to start doing the garland, but I think I need to get more in the back of her head. Let me see. It's 7:54. Tell you what, let's do a little bit of garland. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Okay, I'm just going to start a little. I'll use E6000 and a little hot glue. Just going to start it over here. Just kind of, I need to find something to poke it in with. There's my scribe that I use all the time. Okay. And we'll just wind this through a little bit. Drip, drip. They don't call it hot glue for nothing. Just got it on my finger there. Okay, this isn't wanting to stick. I'll turn it around here in a second and show you what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to get it sticking here. Okay, so I'm running a little garland through there. I think I'm going to wrap this one around since it's right in front and it'll kind of look like bangs, I think. Sorry, you can't see me at the moment, but I'll turn it around in just 1 second here. She definitely has to have this in the front of her face. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing it down there. I think it kind of works best to just kind of wrap it around the balls. And when you're trying to sort of hurry, that doesn't help. Okay, I'm going to leave that hanging down. Well, I'm glad you popped in. You're hanging a bar in your closet. That sounds like fun. Love you too. Give everybody my love. Alrighty. I know we're running short on time here, so I'm gonna take a few of these pics and put a few in the front. At least, you get an idea of what she looks like in front. And then, as always, I'll post the picture of what she looks like. And yeah, I'm gonna have to yeah, that is a great idea. Yeah. Maybe one of the other ones will get a light set. I did think of that, and I do have a light set. Okay, well, this kind of fell apart a little bit, but that's okay. I think I'm just gonna use a little hot glue on this. Ow, ow. And just poke that in there and hold it. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. Oh, that looks kind of cute. A little one in there. Okay. It's kind of hard to do these ones because I would kind of like them to be in a bunch, but they don't want to stay in a bunch. I don't want to put the whole clump in. Maybe I can. Where did that one go? Kind of wrap these two together a little bit and stick them in. That's me with a hot glue gun. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Go rob a bank after this. Oh, that looks cute. That looks really cute, the way it's nestling in there. Maybe they could be like a barrette on one of the others. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know if you can see that one or not, but that's adding a lot to it. Now I do have these pics. I'm just going to I'm going to cut this stem and see what it looks like in there before I commit to glue. Oh, that's kind of cool. That does kind of remind me of a barrette. I'm just going to stick some hot glue on there and poke it down in there. And then I'll turn it around so you can see it. She's getting cute. I'm gonna work on this situation a little bit. Yeah, I hate using the hot glue, but it's kind of the only thing. It does fill it in. And that tall piece, yeah. I don't want to keep doing a whole bunch of tall pieces because I think that would look kind of weird, but where's my pokey thing? Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to cut this a minute just so, because I can always, start it up somewhere else, but just so I can get it out of the way. I think she's cute. She's really turning out like better than I expected. I think I'll have enough of the small balls to fill it in, but yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get some more ornaments to do the other ones. But boy, wouldn't you know it, a night when I get my camera like just perfect that I don't even use it, but oh well. Um you can see quite the mess that I have going here. But yeah, I'm going to sit here and keep working on this a little bit. And yeah, it is like a fascinator. Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, I don't see any possible way to put this big bow in the back. Like I don't think that would look right. I'd have to do like maybe all three on top or something. Or maybe I'll just use those outside since they're plastic or something. Because I am going to put a tree on the deck. So but I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you guys go for tonight. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. And I'll be anxious to post a picture and show you what she looks like. Because I also have to figure out, like, down here, what to do with her chest. Kind of make it look like she's got sort of maybe a winter coat or a scarf or something like that. So I'm going to have to, keep thinking on that for some ideas, but it'll definitely have to be something sparkly because she's sparkly and she's going to have to earn her eyebrow or her eyelashes for sure. I have to get her some false eyelashes. Super fun idea, more complicated as usual. And deck tree pick, of course. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Love you guys. Have fun with your sister Gretchen and tell her I said hi. And Dar, have fun working on your project there. All righty. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.